So I'm going to be showing you guys my entire collection of my Nintendo games from the original NES. And some of them I still have them in the packaging, with like the box art that the games were included with, and some of the cartridges don't have box art. So yeah, let's just get right into it. One of my favorite games growing up is Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. Look at that artwork. That is just so awesome. I remember growing up, kids would keep the box art that the games came with, like this. And I never understood why, because I always thought the box art looked cool. And I remember one of my friends was like telling me, "Why do you keep the box art? I mean, why wouldn't you? Look at this. This is so fucking amazing. How can you not like something like this or want to keep it with the game? The box art is just awesome. I'm glad I kept them, the box art that came with the games." And this is the back of the box. Give me a little synopsis and everything. So, pretty cool. And this is the cartridge out of the box. And this is the instructions that came with the box in the game. So this is complete. It's pretty cool. So yeah, very, very cool. And then now we have this game, which is kind of underrated. This is like a fantasy type of game. This is called Astyanax. Which is pretty cool. Always enjoyed playing this one as well as a kid. This is the back of it. And this is what the cartridge looks like out of the box. I know this has some like anime with the cutscenes, which is pretty cool. I remember when I got this game a long time ago, I remember the salesman was trying to sell me something else. He didn't want to sell me this game. He wanted me to get two other different games, and my choices was Jaws game for NES, and also The Boy and His Blob or something like that, which was the stupidest game ever. Both of them were dumb. Jaws was bad too, but I didn't want either one of those games. This was the game I wanted. This was the cooler game. I'm glad I didn't listen to that salesman, because this was a better game. Really fun adventure, fantasy type of game, kind of a fairy tale type of game too. But yeah, Astyanax. Fun game back in the day. So that's that. Oh, before I forget, this is the instruction manual. So, pretty cool. And now we have Predator on NES, which this isn't really that great of a game, to be honest. I mean, I guess it's playable. It is what it is. It's not the best that, you know, it has to offer when it comes to a game based off a movie, but it's a Predator game, so why not, you know? But I got it. I remember getting this at the mom and pop uh, video rental store I used to go to back in the day when I was a kid. I got this, pretty cheap. They were, selling some of their Nintendo games they had, and I saw this, and it was pretty cool. They still had it in the package and everything, so I got it. But yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, I can play it, but there's better Predator games than this one. And this is the cartridge. And this is the instruction manual. So, yeah. Now, this is Monster Party. It's so funny with the box art with this because none of these characters, I don't think any of them show up in this game. But what's even funnier is that they're using like classic, Universal monsters. They got the creature from the Black Lagoon here, and you got Dracula. You got, it looks like Medusa from Clash of the Titans. This kind of looks like something from like Creepshow or something. This looks like something from Little Shop of Horrors. This looks like something from House, that film. Yeah, it's kind of funny with this packaging art. But the game's okay. It's fun. I don't think it's aged too well, but it's still kind of enjoyable. It's not too bad of a game. And this is the cartridge with the artwork on it. And this is the instruction booklet. All that stuff. I remember I borrowed this from some kid, and they only had it for like a couple of days, and they were like, demanding to have it back. They wanted the game back so bad because they liked the game too. I remember that. So after I had played it and liked playing it, I wanted the game. Used to do that a lot back in the day, rent games or borrow games from friends and stuff like that, and then eventually I got to own them. So, and now we have a classic game, which is Contra. Love this game. One of my favorite games growing up. Used to play this a lot. Never really got into the other games like Super C and which was a sequel to Contra. But I always loved the original. Always wished they made a movie based on this with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone playing these characters. We never got that, but who knows? With today's technology, with AI, who knows? You never know. You never know what they could come up with. But it'd be really cool to see a live action film with those two actors. But yeah, it's an awesome game. I believe I got this game at the mom and pop place, the video rental store I got from back in the day. I got this and Predator, when they were getting rid of their stuff. So I was glad to finally be able to own this back in the day. So this is the cartridge. And now we have Fester's Quest, which I know the angry video game nerd really destroyed this game. He seriously ranted on this one, and for good reason. It's a very frustrating game to play, and you'll know why if you watch his review on this. Yeah. The only way I can beat this game is with the Game Genie. And even with the Game Genie, it's still really hard to play. But I remember seeing this being advertised on television, and I thought it looked cool, and my mom saw me watching the commercial and being kind of excited about it, and I didn't think much about it later on, and then I think it was like on my birthday or Christmas, she bought this for me. She remembered me, being excited about the commercial I saw for this game. She remembered, so I always thought that was, interesting that she remembered me, talking about this game, So it's kind of a memory I always have when it comes to this game. So I don't know if I want to say I might have saw the movie first before I saw this, or maybe I saw this before I saw the movie. I don't remember. I don't think I knew too much about the Addams Family back then. I just remember this game looked cool, and then they were gonna make a movie soon. This was in the 90s, so I think that was probably what happened. And now we got the packaging art. We got the cartridge, the instruction manual. Not a lot of people kept the instruction manual, so I have a lot of things that are complete when it comes to that. So that is Fester's Quest. And now we have Shadowgate, which this is a really good game too. It was a good role-playing game, RPG. Yeah. I remember I had to get some like cheats from Nintendo Power back in the day. You know, I think one of my friends helped me out in beating this game because it was kind of challenging, for a kid. So, but this was a fun one. I like the Reaper in it. Every time you die, you see the Reaper. You know, and he tells you, your fate. There he is, right there. So, and this is the cartridge. And now we have Final Fantasy, the original game. Which I love the Final Fantasy games. This is the back of it. Now we have the cartridge out of the box. And then we got some stuff that came with the box. This is Explorer's Handbook, which is kind of like a manual in a way, but it's actually got like color in it, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. That was included in here. And it's got maps and stuff. And yeah, pretty cool stuff that came with this. Alright, so these are the games that don't have box art. Didn't come with the box, because I got these later. So, this is Zelda. The Legend of Zelda, I should say. Which is pretty cool. It's all in gold. And this is the instruction booklet. And then we got The Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants. And then we got, you can see that. This is Punch Out. It's not Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I wish I had that one, but this is Punch Out. It's the same thing, it just doesn't have Mike Tyson at the end. But it's the same game. And then we got Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt, which came with the Nintendo I got. It was like a all-in-one type of deal. You got like the Nintendo, and you got Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt, and 2 controllers, and you got a zapper for Duck Hunt. So it was pretty cool back in the day. Still have the instruction booklet, which is kind of a little damaged, but it is what it is. And then we got, this is a Nightmare on Elm Street game for NES. Took me a while to get this one because I wanted this game so bad when I was a kid. and my mom wouldn't let me have it. It was this one and Friday the 13th. I wanted these games so bad, but she would not let me have them at the time. But she let me have Maniac Mansion, and that has where you can put a hamster in a microwave and the hamster explodes in the microwave. Yeah, I was allowed to have that, but I couldn't have, Freddy or Jason games. Go figure. But I was able to get this later on. I think I got this at GameStop when they were selling Nintendo games. So I wish I had the box art, but it is what it is. We have here Skater Die 2, The Search for Double Trouble. It's a skateboarding game. Used to enjoy playing this when I was a kid. So I had to have it because I liked skateboarding back in the day. I still like it. So and then we have The Last Starfighter, based off the movie. I liked the movie. I got the game. It's an okay game, but it's a great movie. The Punisher game, which got classic Jim Lee artwork. And it's a fun shoot 'em up game. Always enjoy this one. We have here Bad Dudes. I used to play this all the time. Especially in the arcades. I played it in the arcades. I played it on the NES. Yeah, I actually played it all the way through towards the end. It has a stupid ending though. You save the president, and the president says, "Let's go out and get a burger." It's like, well, really? This is your ending? This is a stupid ending for a game, but it was a fun game. So that is Bad Dudes. Then we have Jurassic Park, which isn't really that great. This is the instruction manual. I have yet to find a really good Jurassic Park game. So far, I have not played any of them that have been that great, but I do have this game in my collection for the NES. And then we have a classic here, which is Maniac Mansion. This is actually made by Lucasfilm. They actually had a TV series which was not even remotely close to this game, which was to me kind of disappointing, but whatever. But I always loved the game. They made a sequel to this game too, Day at the Tentacle or something, or whatever it was called. But I always loved Maniac Mansion. I wished it would make an updated version of this game. There's multiple ways to play this game. It has different endings. It has different ways to get killed in this game. Yeah, it's endless gameplay. You're always getting thrown in the dungeon, or if you kill the guy's hamster, he'll go and kill you, and the next scene shows where you're buried in in the ground. There's a gravestone. It's got a lot of dark humor as well in it. But yeah, it's endless gameplay. It's so much fun. Really love this game. So yeah, that's Maniac Mansion. And then we got Friday the 13th, Destroy Jason if you can. Love this game as well.